Hey y'all, welcome back to Ryan and Robert Rants. We're back at you again with another trailer reaction and review. Which one are we doing today, Robert?
We are doing Caught Stealing, starring Austin Butler.
Yes. So I have not seen this one.
I
I
have
know
not
you
either.
have not. I'm excited for this one because it's Darren Aronofsky's new movie.
Nice.
So this is coming off of The Whale. Did he? Because did he produce or direct the movie that they did for the Las Vegas Sphere?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, because I know he did that, but I can't remember if he directed or just helped with it. But technically, this is his first movie since The Whale.
Well,
So, did you ever get a chance to check that one out?
no, I have not.
That one I do recommend.
I heard it's really depressing.
It is, it is, but it's such a good story though. I mean, Brendan Fraser, like, just
Yeah. I mean, I was glad he won.
yeah, and he earned it, dude. He earned it for that role. It makes you feel a certain way about eating food too, like when you watch it, because it's very, very, very realistic with the way that they do everything. Um, but yeah,
It,
aside from that, let's go over Caught Stealing. I am sync up and ready to go when you are.
I'm good. This is by Sony Pictures Entertainment.
Yeah, so let's see if we'll get a little 10-second pre-trailer before the
Yep.
actual trailer,
You know it.
like they have in the past.
It is two
But yeah,
minutes and 31 seconds long, so
bro, let's see how much they give away. Counting down. Three, two, one, go.
I thought
Oh,
we were
no,
getting it there
no
for a
pre-trailer.
second.
Zoe
Definitely,
Kravitz.
definitely opened like a pre-trailer though.
Yeah. Oh God, Matt Smith.
Okay. The Hebrews.
Oh, that was a good shot. Huh.
Okay. August 29th, exclusively in movie theaters. Not your typical Darren Aronofsky.
No, man. You know what that felt like? That felt like Aronofsky doing Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe a little bit more like what was that Ryan Gosling one, Drive?
Yeah.
A
Drive
little
if it
bit.
was more
Maybe
of a dark comedy.
yeah. If it was, I guess just maybe it's just the comparison between Austin Butler and Ryan Gosling, just the roles that they had just. But yeah, I can kind of see like a comedy or more of a comedy version of it.
You know what it kind of feels like? Um, if Guy Ritchie had done Lucky Number 11.
Ooh, Lucky Number 11's a good movie.
It is. That's the vibe that it gave me.
Yeah,
Like if Guy Ritchie was to direct
yeah,
Lucky Number 11. But I really the cinematography looks amazing. But I mean,
yeah,
it's an Aronofsky movie. It always does with his.
yeah. Looks like
Um,
a lot of it looked practical, like on location type filming. So it
yeah,
definitely looked real and lived in. So that's always nice.
yeah. This one's gonna be interesting. I out of 10, what do you give this one out of 10? I'm curious.
Um, I'd probably give it like a 6.5. I mean, I think I mean, it was a long trailer, but I still feel like I don't really know everything that went on. Like, I mean, obviously he got mixed up, into something he probably wasn't supposed to, but it didn't give away like I guess the meat of the plot or whatever.
Yeah,
And I mean, this is again Darren Aronofsky. This could be like a 2.5 hour movie for all we know.
yeah. Oh God, for real, dude. Matt Smith though. The trajectory of his
Yeah,
career, dude.
he's gonna he has looks like he's just having so much fun with this role.
Well, like we talked about before with the on the Honey Don't reaction and review, which definitely check that one out. Um with Chris Evans, how these are both actors, Chris Evans and Matt Smith, who reached echelons in pop culture
Yeah.
properties. You know, with Chris Evans with Captain America in the Marvel Universe, and Matt Smith as the Doctor in the Doctor Who
So,
series. And you know, after they left those respective roles, they were like, no, like I want to do this, like this is where my passion lies, because this is the second time now that he's played
I'm
a punk type character, because the last one was it Lost River.
not sure. I
That
don't
was
think
the
I've seen
one.
that one.
Was that the one that Ryan Gosling directed? I'm pretty, yeah, it was Lost River. I just can't remember who. Yeah, written, co-produced, and directed by Ryan Gosling. Like the
Wow.
poster and the theme of the movie is what interested me, but I never saw the movie because I heard it's very mixed.
Yeah.
But I heard, I believe it deals with like magic realism, so that's always hit or miss, especially in movies. But it's marketed as a fantasy thriller. But yeah, he had, from what I
I
heard,
like
he had
he's just
played a
called
punk too.
Bully. His name's
Yeah.
just Bully. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's one on the list that eventually I'll get to, but in no rush. But yeah, I mean just seeing him like take on these roles now, like complete opposite of the Doctor, and the fact that in this trailer, again, this is like the third or fourth time we've watched a trailer where there's just been cussing,
Yeah.
like straight through, like no red band warning or anything like that. It's just like straight up, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, that's
Yeah.
awesome. I'm just like, I'm surprised by it. You know
It's
what I
kind
mean?
of like I guess it's like a norm now. I guess it's like the social norms. Like, oh, everybody's on the internet, so it's like, you know,
Yeah. And I'm cool. I support it.
yeah, that's fine.
Keep going. Keep doing more. I say more. But
More.
so out of 10, I'm giving this a 7 just because I
7.
am intrigued, and you know, I like I said, I like Aronofsky's movies. The Whale was real good. The only two that I haven't seen in their entirety are Pi and The Wrestler. But I've seen the rest of them. You know, Requiem, Black.
Yeah.
I love Black Swan. I love that
Oh,
movie.
Black Swan's really good.
And yeah, I mean he's in Mother. Can't forget Mother.
Yeah, I know you
Um,
like Mother. I did not.
yeah, and I feel like I'm like one of the very few who's actually seen that movie. Yeah, that movie's just really beautiful to look at. And it's such a mind trip if you just go in with no expectations whatsoever. Don't try to follow it, don't try to figure it out, just like experience it. I feel like you have a better time with the movie. But if you
It's
try to go in linear
weird.
or anything like expectations or trying to understand it, then you won't really enjoy it as much.
Yeah, I mean, I went in and I was like, I didn't know what it was going to be about, and then you get into it, and you're like, okay, you're kind of pick up on it, and it doesn't really become obvious until like a little bit later, but you can kind of see it, and then it just I guess at the final I guess third of the movie just takes a turn and just kind of gets weird, and
Yeah,
I don't want to like say too much because I mean again the allegory there, but it's like it just gets like really culty, like
yeah, and I have some theories on that movie. I think one day we'll have to talk about it, or at least like something like a real short
yeah,
thing. But there's a theory that I have about that movie that I don't feel has been discussed aside from, the usual, like you said, the allegories that people have discussed about it. But I feel like there's one thing that nobody's talked about, and I want to hold on to it because I feel
like
like
a
it's a
Ryan
really good discussion to
exclusive.
have. Yes. So yeah, I mean, aside from that, I mean, I don't really have much else to say about Caught Stealing except, oh, you know what? Again, August, another late August
Yeah,
release.
Yeah,
And like we talked about before, I like that, August is getting some love with these movies.
yeah.
So, I mean, you know what I think would be a really good double feature now I think about it? This and Highest to Lowest.
Is that also coming out in August?
It comes out in September, like a week
I
or so after.
Yeah, I feel like a lot. I mean, you have these directors like Aronofsky and then Spike Lee. Like those directors truly go after like the award season. So I'm wondering if releasing in August, you don't really see. That's not the typical release window that a lot of the award-winning films release in. So I'm kind of curious why August or early September. Like usually you get the Octobers to Decembers,
Yeah,
minus the big tent poles, But curious.
right? Maybe they're trying
I mean,
something different
yeah,
or
maybe the landscape's changing, and I'm for it.
yeah. Hey, if it gets us some of these movies in the Oscars, that'd be pretty cool. As long as they're good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they got to be good. But yeah, aside from that, thank you all so much as always for watching. The both of us greatly, greatly appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And like Robert always says, get in on the conversation. What's your favorite Aronofsky movie? How do you feel about this? Um, like Robert and I were talking about a little while ago, Austin Butler movies. Like,
Yep.
which one's your favorite one? Do you feel like we're gonna see him elevated from all the other roles that he's done, or is this gonna just be same old, same old? We want to hear from you, so get in on that. Aside from that, Robert, did you want to tell them about the other projects we have going on the channel?
Yeah. So we just got through doing our Mission Impossible rewatch series where we did all 8 Mission Impossible movies in pretty much great detail. That's a franchise that we hold. Yeah, that's a franchise we hold kind of like near and dear to us. It's one of my favorite franchises for sure. So go check that out. I mean, I think we did a really good job covering all that, and it was a lot of fun doing. We also have a bunch of other trailer reactions. I mean, we have quite a bit on the channel now, so feel free to check them, any or all of them. There's a little variety for everyone. We also just got our Thunderbolts, Daredevil, and our Avengers Doomsday. We started that coverage. We have a fun video of who we think Sam is going to be. Sam's going to pick for his Avengers team. So feel free to check any of all of it out.
Awesome. Thank you as always, Robert, and thank you all for watching. Catch you in the next one.